So this is Optima's HD27e, a slightly upgraded version of the original HD27, which was a wildly popular projector. The HD27e falls well into the current $600 price point, with honestly some very heavy competition with the likes of the BenQ HD1070A, the Epson Home Cinema 1060, and Optima's own HD143X, which should be noted that 143X is significantly cheaper than all of the other projectors I've just mentioned. So is the HD27e a good bet for a sub $600 projector in the current market? Let's check it out. So here it is, the HD27e. Now, before we go ahead and unbox this thing, I just want to say a massive thank you. While I was on holiday, I didn't realise we actually smashed 10,000 subscribers. So a massive thank you again to each and every single one of you. There is a huge giveaway coming on the channel very soon, so make sure you subscribed and have that notification bell turned on. Let's go check out the HD27e. So at the moment, this projector, at least in the UK at the time of filming this video, is about £550. Over on Amazon.com it's about £570 to £580. During a Prime deal you might get it around £470 odd, maybe £450 if you get lucky. Another projector from Optima around this price point would be something like the HD29 Derby, but the HD27e is a much newer projector released in January 2018. So before we go ahead and take a physical look at the projector, let me run through those all-important facts and figures for you so you know exactly what this projector can do. So it has a 1920 by 1080p native resolution, 3400 ANSI lumens, throw ratio on zoom 1.47 to 1.62. The zoom on this projector is pretty weak. It has a 25,000 to 1 contrast ratio, and the image size it can produce from 28 to 300 inches, or 301 if you want to be a little bit exact. 2.8 meters will give you about a 100-inch screen. Lamp hours on this projector is much better than other Optima projectors, or to be fair, pretty much any other projector. In eco mode, this thing can manage 12,000 hours, which is fantastic. 3D support on this projector is really good. We'll talk a little bit about that later on. You can pick up Optima's DLP link glasses or any kind of DLP link glasses. Keystone correction, vertical 40 degrees, and this projector has 80% uniformity, which is higher than other projectors in this actual price point. So physically looking at the HD27e, it looks very similar to the 14X range of projectors, maybe a little bit different. This projector is slightly smaller than something like the 143X. The focus wheel is exactly the same, very smooth with this ridge texture. The plastic feels of good quality, so I've got no complaints. The IR sensor on this projector is actually, I would say, a little bit better. It's more responsive than the 143X was when we tested it, so no complaints in regards to that. The build quality, the design, again, it's exactly what you would expect from a sub £600 projector. The buttons on the top, my same kind of complaint. They feel a little bit small, but they feel really good to press. And there's 3 LED indicator lights. And if you look at this section here, so you can replace your lamp. Oh, by the way, incidentally, the lamp replacement cost on this one tends to be about £99. Coming around to this side, you'll see there's a little block section, fully open on one side. And this allows for a little bit more airflow, but it also lets out a bit of noise. But this projector, in terms of noise, is a little bit higher than other Optima projectors like the 143X, but in terms of rear port selection, this HD27e literally has you covered, just like the other projectors in the same series. So on the rear we find 2 HDMIs, the second of which has a MHL support, USB, power a Fire Stick, so no issues there, and then you've got your 12-volt trigger, your audio input, and you've even got their 3D sync, and if you've got some Blu-rays or 3D Blu-rays, perfect for that as well. But I'll link some in the video description if you're looking for alternative options. And just like the other Optima projectors, you've got 2 adjustable feet, one located at the front and one located at the rear, and then you've got a fixed foot as well. Now the projector on the bottom will support a VESA mount as well, so you can mount it to any old projector ceiling mount. So one of the first things that I actually test for when I'm testing the projectors is how well it pulls focus, and as you can see, this thing is more than capable of creating a pretty razor sharp image for a sub £600 projector, so big thumbs up here. The HD27e also does well in terms of gaming performance. At only 16 milliseconds, this is one of those projectors that is more than capable of hooking up an Xbox One or a PS4 Pro and actually getting a great experience. Some of the other projectors I've tested, they're around 45 to even 50 milliseconds and plus, so this is definitely one to consider for those of you that are into gaming. In terms of dynamic black, this projector doesn't flicker between like fast moving scenes, and as you can see from this clip, it looks pretty damn good in the cutscenes as well. And in terms of ambient light performance, from a 3400 lumen projector, I expected maybe, for me personally, a little bit more. But for most people, you'll be looking at this thinking, wow, that looks pretty good in a room with a fair amount of ambient light. And again, you can see the sharpness again. And in terms of bright mode, the projector doesn't have an overly green kind of tone to it, as some of the other projectors in this sub £600 price point. And out the box settings, again, on this projector are pretty darn good as well. And for those of you, your main purpose for the projector is to watch sports, get your friends round, open the beers, watch some football, then this projector, this is set to 1.8 gain, and this is put into sport mode now, and as you can see, it looks pretty damn good. There's a good amount of three-dimensional depth, and the colour accuracy looks pretty damn good. In terms of motion blur, yes, there is some motion blur, but this is true for pretty much any projector at this price point. This one seems to handle it a lot better than others that I've actually tested again. There was nothing significant when it comes to light loss with this projector because the HD27e has a limited 1.1 zoom, so it's really not a factor. In terms of noise output, Optima listed at about 25. I got this thing to between 27 and 30, so which isn't too bad considering the price point, and 30 decibels is well under the 42 that I recommend, which is anything over 42 is not very good. If you're going to be watching movies, I recommend either a soundbar or, just invest in some home theatre speakers. There's some pretty cheap options over on Amazon. I'll link some in the video description. In terms of just watching regular TV or YouTube, the 10-watt speakers inside this thing are more than adequate to actually get that job done. So again, that was quite a nice surprise. So there you have it, guys, the Optima HD27e, a great affordable first projector, or if you're setting up a home theatre for under £1,000, this is definitely one to consider. Great sport mode, great gaming mode, good black levels. Yes, the zoom is limited to 1.1, that could be improved. Noise output is average, but the sharpness on this thing is remarkably. So if you've got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Remember to subscribe, like and share, and on the next video there's going to be a giveaway announcement. I'll catch you then. So this is Optima's HD27e, a slightly upgraded version of the original HD27, which was a wildly popular projector. The HD27e falls well into the current $600 price point, with honestly some very heavy competition with the likes of the BenQ HD1070A, the Epson Home Cinema 1060, and Optima's own HD143X, which should be noted that 143X is significantly cheaper than all of the other projectors I've just mentioned. So is the HD27e a good bet for a sub $600 projector in the current market? Let's check it out. So here